This is Ray Flores for the Boxing Channel, getting ready for Canelo and Triple G this upcoming Saturday live on HBO pay-per-view alongside the champ, Jessie Vargas, who's from Las Vegas. You always see him at the big events, does a wonderful job on the Spanish side when it comes to HBO. Jessie, how excited are you for Canelo Triple G? This has been talked about for over 2 years. Finally, it happens.
Exactly. I'm very excited. I think that the entire boxing community is excited for this fight. They've been waiting for it for several years now. It's finally here, and it's being put together at the perfect moment. You know, both fighters are at the top of their level at this time. Triple G holding the championship crown, and Canelo just moving up in weight and wanting to prove that, you know, he is the best, even in this division.
Taking a look at their previous matchups with Triple G against Daniel Jacobs, it was a very tough affair for Triple G. He pulled out the W. Were you impressed, or were you like some who say that Triple G is older? I think, in my opinion, that Daniel Jacobs was underrated, and he proved to the world that he could hang in the elite and is one of the best middleweights in the world, and Triple G did a lot to get the victory.
I agree with you 100%. I feel that if Canelo wins, his next fight should be against Daniel Jacobs, because Daniel Jacobs is, I mean, the close was, I scored it a draw personally, because when he fought Triple G, because it was so close. You know, he was very, was able to hold his distance and really hold up his ring generalship. He wanted whenever he wanted to mix it up with Triple G, they did. And if they didn't mix it up, it's because Daniel Jacobs didn't want to. So he's a very experienced fighter that showed what he has, and he proved against Triple G. But also, I think Triple G was a little good. There comes a point in time where a fighter gets too confident, you know, and he just thinks that he's not going to have a problem or any type of issue with any fighter. And I think that also had a little something to do with that fight. But taking no credit away from Daniel Jacobs, he almost came out with the victory. I would have decided for it to be a draw, though.
So is that a blessing in disguise heading into this matchup for Triple G against Canelo? Because, as you like to mention, that era of invincibility that Gennady Golovkin had is now dissipated, and he understands he must bring his best against Canelo Alvarez.
You're right. I mean, he seemed vulnerable in that fight. He seemed beatable because Daniel Jacobs seemed very close to beating him. I'm not going to say that's why they took this fight. I think that it was just a matter of time, and the time came, and De La Hoya and Canelo wanted to confirm the fight, and they did. You know, so all excuses aside, this is the time, this is the moment. They both have to prove who is the best, because they've been talking about it for so long, for several years now. It's time for them to come in and fight and show who's the best.
During the open workouts in Los Angeles, which the Boxing Channel was able to document, we saw that Canelo Alvarez showcased hand speed. He's always had hand speed, but we're really seeing he seems very sharp. He seems in the best condition of his life. Do you take anything away from these training sessions where he's open to the public?
Oh, not at all. He's always been fast. My question is, how strong will he be at 160 pounds? He fought Chavez Jr., but wasn't able to knock him out. I want to know if he's still going to be able to bring over that same power that he had at 154 pounds to 160. That's going to be interesting to me personally. Speed, I know he's going to have. We'll see how heavy he is, if he's agile, if he still has that footwork, you know, being that he's coming into 160 pounds. Because I've seen him in those media workouts. He looks quite heavy, strong, but heavy, a lot of muscle mass on him.
Could there be a detriment, especially when he needs to use his speed in order to be successful?
You never know. If he knows how to use it to his advantage, he won't have a problem. If he demands this respect from the beginning, from the get-go of the fight, then speed wouldn't really matter. I mean, of course, speed always will help you be the first man to land a punch, but you also need the power.
Now, finally, what is next for Jessie Vargas? I mean, you're one of the top welterweights in the world. The 147-pound division is absolutely loaded. I know you're chomping at the bit, but do we have an announcement coming up in the next couple of weeks or next few months? I know you're very focused on your commentary duties this weekend, but what's next for Jessie Vargas?
Well, I hope to give an announcement very soon on my next fight. We don't have anything confirmed just yet, but as you said, you know, the welterweight division is stacked. And I'm going by whoever the fans want to see me fight against. I've been hearing the names such as Danny Garcia, you know, being mentioned by the fans that they want to see me fight him, Thurman. Those are fights that can be very interesting. So
yeah, Sean Porter now lives here in Las Vegas. You live here as well.
Another great fight, but another great fan as well. So I'd put Sean Porter in the back of my list because I'm so close to him. Of course. You know, but there's so many other welterweights that we can have a lot of great fights together. You know, it's going to be like the era of Tommy Hearn, Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran. You know, we're gonna go back to back and fight one another, and it's gonna make it for some great night of boxing.
Well, Jesse, enjoy the great night of boxing on Saturday, and then we look forward to seeing you back inside the ring. Jessie Vargas, Las Vegas resident, joining us. He'll be calling the Canelo Triple G matchup for the Spanish side on HBO this weekend.